Welcome back to Chapters Create Character. Who's ready to hear some books today? I know I am. My name is Legend Moore, and my mom will be reading Chapter 22 of A Whale of the Wild. Enjoy the video.
Chapter 22. Found. Aquila! I shout. I swim with all my strength, leaving Deneb behind, not even caring that he cannot keep up. Is it really her? When my cousin comes into sight, I leap for joy. Aquila! She is alive! Vega! You found us! Aquila rubs her whole body along my side with a shiver of relief. I look all around, but I see only Altair. He reaches out his little flipper toward me, but I keep looking for Mother and Great-Mother, Uncle Wriggle and Aunt Nova, anyone. Thank you, Aquila sighs. Thank you for coming back to me. I return her nuzzles and keep looking for my mother. She will turn up any moment. They all will. I am sure of it. Aquila would never be so bold as to leave her family. But all I see is Altair. He is as sleek and fat as a baby should be, but Aquila is terribly lean. The shine has gone out of her eyes. I see strings of milk dripping from Altair's mouth. Aquila has nursed him. Her son has remained strong, but at a terrible cost. You're here, Aquila murmurs. I knew you'd come. I see that she is looking over my shoulder just as I am looking over hers. Deneb charges right into us. Aquila! Altair! I found you! He swims circles around us, gleefully smacking his tail. Altair is at his side in an instant, making big noises as best he can. Aquila keeps looking beyond them, up the passage that leads to the ocean. Vega? She begins. It's just Deneb and me, I say softly. I do not know what else to say. Sorry is not nearly enough. My heart aches. I have been holding on to the fragile bubble of my courage day after weary day. I have imagined my family swimming with me, mother's strength, great mother's wisdom, the courage of my aunts. I told myself that all I had to do was find them, and they would take care of everything. I thought our family would be with you, Aquila says. Me too, I answer. Just a few seasons ago, we were playmates, balancing kelp and eelgrass on our heads, daring each other to lick a squid, racing with porpoises. I start to think about the journey we have in front of us, more daring and dangerous by far than any of our childhood games. Aquila is older than me. By rights, she should take the lead and make the choices, but she is shockingly thin. She does not have the strength to lead. She might not even have the strength to follow. Rest now, I croon as I soothe her with the most healing clickstream I know how to make. I want to cry. I want to sleep. I want my mother. I have already done so much. I want someone else to find the way. Altair inspects Deneb's new scar and listens with awestruck attention to the story of our adventures. I imagine Deneb in his old age, the oldest brother of a vast kinship, a towering fin, a dashing scar, maybe a bit creaky in the spine, but still spinning stories for the younglings who flock around him at every gathering. The master storyteller he will be someday is already inside him. I love him like I love the wide sea and the rising sun and my own skin and the sound of my mother's voice. I cannot blame Aquila for giving away all she had to give. I would have done the same. Any mother would. And yet, I cannot hide from the truth. The hunger sickness is coming for Aquila. It is only days away. If I do not find salmon, I will lose her. Where did our mothers go? I ask quickly. For the deep, Aquila says. We all went, but the big waves came. I lost my son. Her whole body shudders at the memory of it. I went after him. I left them behind to search. The waves came again and again, but I didn't give up. And you found him, I say, all by yourself. But then I couldn't find Great Mother or Aunt Arctura or Uncle Rickle. I don't know where to go, so I found my way here. She nods toward two pillars of rock that stand on one end of the gathering place. The top of one is lying in pieces on the sand below. I see bruises and rub marks where Aquila was struck with all the things the waves carried. I know our family will come here. If only, Aquila shivers again. If only they survived, I say. I look around one more time, still hoping Mother and Great Mother will appear. Boulders and trees and net boats litter the bottom of the ocean, litter the bottom of the sea. The water has a sour tang. Where did the salmon go? I ask. I don't know, Aquila moans. She rocks from side to side in her distress. I've seen a few come from the ocean, but I'm not strong enough to hunt them, not alone. Altair is hungry. What will I do if... She cannot bear to say it, but we both know that if the hunger sickness comes, it will take her milk first and then her memory. I will not let it happen, I say. I think about the day I carried my sister's body to Blood Cove. Not today, not ever. Altair and Deneb are playing with a scrap of net, as carefree as younglings should be. I feel a wave of stubbornness and pride grow in me like a winter storm. I will not let you sink, I silently promise. I will go as far as it takes and kill whatever I must to keep you alive. I turn to Aquila, but in my mind, I see Capella, as she would have been all grown up. You are not alone now, I say firmly. I circle the gathering place, thinking hard. Our family must be somewhere along the coast. Aquila would have heard them return, especially now that the water is quiet. I want to race back to the ocean and find my mother and follow her lead faithfully, as I have my whole life. But Aquila is too weak for the ocean currents. Altair and Deneb need me now. There is no one else to lead them. Where will we go? Aquila says. Our salmon could be anywhere. I feel my doubts growing. What if I choose wrong? No, those doubts are a stone I do not have to carry. I cannot be timid, not now. I have come too far for that. The mountains call to the salmon. I say, I lift my head above the water and turn to the sunrise side of the sea. The mountains are still there in spite of the shaking. The biggest mountain will call the loudest, but as the biggest whale has the loudest voice, I decide. I remember a flat-topped mountain, tallest of them all, near the warmward reach of the sea. Other mountains go gray in the heat of the warm season, but this one is always white-capped and gleaming. There is a mountain, I say. Great Mother called it the Mother of Rivers. It is the biggest one of all. We will find our salmon there. I have made my choice, and if I chose wrong, there is no one to blame but me. Do you know the way? Aquila asks. What if we get lost? I call on every memory I have of the warmward waters. Salmon have always come before. Going up the rivers to the mountains is their life. I push my doubts aside and swallow my fears. We have to try. Vega is wiser than she knows, Deneb announces in a careful imitation of Uncle Wriggle's voice. I will follow her anywhere, he adds stoutly. He swims to my side. Follow, follow, Altair chirps. He nuzzles his mama and then cuddles up to me for good measure. I'm tired, Aquila says, so tired. But if you know the way, I will go with you. The wind is at our flukes, I say gently. I will not leave you behind. I take the wayfinder's place and lead the remnant of my family away from our gathering place and toward the mountains, I hope. Toward food, I hope. I am not sure about any of it. I only know I have to try.